Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. I do sound a little bit dodgy because I'm just getting over coronavirus. Unfortunately, 3 of my family, my husband and 2 of my sons, went down with it on the 1st of July. On a Thursday, they all tested positive. And then on Sunday, I tested positive, having spent the entire weekend running around looking after them all. And despite wearing masks constantly and hand washing, I guess I was going to get it anyway. And then Monday, our eldest son got it, and only one of our boys avoided it. But unfortunately, I've been left with extreme fatigue. And I was already nursing a chest infection anyway. So I'm sounding not so special right now. So I'm filming this Tuesday afternoon, ready for you to see it Wednesday. Okay, so I have got, and partly the reason I'm doing this is because I've had to completely shuffle all my diary because I lost a week and a half of work. So what I've got here is the Making Plans Planner, the one that you get free when you join. Now I've had, about a dozen people join my team this month. It's only available in July and August. And yeah, about a dozen people have joined me. So I thought I would show you how I would set it up. Now, I work with, this is my planner. It's just an outer, and then I put refillable inserts, which is kind of how I know how to set this one out, because I don't actually carry a year's worth at a time. I've got May and June in there, mostly only because I haven't taken them out and thrown them in the bin. I've got all my August in there, but my July hasn't been populated yet. And although I do have my weekly diary and I work with a blank, I haven't got anything in for September. I've only got the monthly spread because that happens to be the dividers. So what I thought I would do is set this up for you and show you how to work it. So it does come with a stamp set that I'm not going to use in this because I just want to show you the best way to make use of a planner like this, particularly as it is undated. Got a lovely notebook. Actually, I think there's 3 notebooks, which are invaluable to me. Stickers. Lots of those. So we've got 2 sheets of each. So this one is major things that you would put today, tomorrow, lists. On stage, which is an event we've got coming up in November in Vienna. Team meeting, which is one that I'm doing. I'm doing a big, huge team retreat for my team in the beginning of October. So you need to join if you want to come and join us. We've got loads of crafting projects, games, raffles, fun and more. And then some just prettification-y type stickers. And then here we get into the nitty gritty of it. So we've got the monthly, we've got the dividers. So let's have a look. So there's 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s and 2 number 3s in that pattern. And then the same in this pattern. The same in that. Actually, there's only 1 of each of those. There's 2 of each of those. There's 1 each of those ones. And 1 each of those ones. And then you get your weekly, monthly. Oh, actually, these appear to be dated. Oh, these are. So these are dated 20... Right, okay, so here's our monthly bit. Oops. So these are our months, and these are dated, so that's good. Through until, I think it's the end of... Yes, the end of next year. So that's December 2023. Yeah, 2023. So that's good. And then you've got the inserts. And then here are the weekly priorities. So these are the undated bits. Fabulous. Right, so let's get this set up. And they are small rings. They're not huge rings, so you're not going to fit a year in. You're not going to fit 18 months in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in July, and I'm going to take a different, July, August, and September. So this is only designed to do a quarter at a time. Okay, and then the monthly focus. And then I will actually map my diary for you so you can get a little sneaky peeky of how I work. It's exciting, isn't it? So there's July. Put August in there. And then September behind that. And I'm going to scooch those ones out of the way. I'm going to move the creating with a purpose. I'm going to pop those out of the way for now, and I'm just going to take my weekly spread. So however many weeks you need for the month, really. So what have we got? How many weeks have we got left of July? Oh, let's have a look in my other diary. We'll call it 3 weeks that we've got left. Not very much time at all. So there's week 1, week 2, and week 3 of July left. Scooch that over. August. Oh, I don't know. I haven't even mapped that one. 2, 3, 4. I'll put 5 for August. And then we'll do 5 for September as well. 1. We'll just take a bundle of them. Okay, so here's the fun bit that you get to see how I work. So I have a master list in my diary, and I call it my core elements of my business. It's what I need to do every single month in order to keep the basic part of my business running. So if you're a demonstrator or you're somebody who works where you need to look across a period of time, look for your core elements. So the core elements of my business are things like designing projects to then create a video, and I obviously need to photograph them, I need to blog them, so those would be core elements. Core elements, but we will be working with my team because I have a wonderful, fantastic team. It might be doing social media. It could be that if you're a demonstrator who does in-person events, you've got to design, you've got to advertise, you've got to create all of the make and take packs, you've got to hold the event, you've got to do the follow-up, all of those sorts of things. So look for what are the core elements of your business. Another one for me is recognition. Huge part of my business is recognition and gifts for my team. So once you have that list, so this is my list over here, I've assigned a value of time that it will relate to. So the recognition, running my recognition reports is going to take half a day. Doing the postage for my team recognition gift packs that I send out and my customer thank yous takes half a day. Designing 3D projects takes a day, and so on. So you assign a value of time and then start populating your diary. So the first thing I do is I look at my month spread. So I'm hoping that the colours aren't bleaching out, but this is the month spread for me. And I've very handily already got these written in. So first thing I do is I write in my husband's shift. So you're going to see where my husband works and where he doesn't work. So I do it in pencil first or an erasable pen. So I write in his shifts because he does work days and night shifts. So I'm going to be filming when he's on a day shift. When he's on a night shift, because I don't think he'd appreciate me yammering away down in the office when he's down the corridor sleeping or trying to. So let me just get his shifts in. I think he's doing a shutdown actually. So he's doing, 4 shifts here. The next thing that I always put in is immovable things. So things that are not going to change, that I cannot possibly move. So I happen to have an appointment with a physiotherapist next Wednesday morning for my arthritic knee. So that goes in, because you cannot possibly change. Now, I don't have anything else that is immovable, but it would be things like Oliver, just before he got coronavirus, bless him, he had his end of primary school play. So that was immovable. So that went in. What else goes into my diary? My nail appointments, they go in. I've got a nail appointment then. What else goes in that's immovable? The fact that my children go on school holidays. So those tend to be small because I can do other stuff. They're young enough, they're old enough now to not need me to fully entertain them. So just writing all of these across. Okay, so that's gone in. I obviously have done some stuff this month that I had already planned. I know that I do my recognition for my team and post out my customer things on the 1st of the month. So that never changes. The only time it changes, I don't do it on New Year's Day, because that's the first of the month. But otherwise, it never changes. It doesn't matter if it's Friday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. We have one birthday, and that's the 1st of September. Actually, that one changes. I do it on the 2nd. But the previous month ended, June ended on the 30th. So on the 1st of July, that's what I was doing. And I had to do it. Despite the coronavirus trio in the house, I still did it and got it done. Then I start putting in things that I need to do. So in normal circumstances, I'm ahead of the game. But obviously by the fact I'm filming this Tuesday, you're seeing it Wednesday, not so much. So we're going to write off this week, which had been full of stuff for me to do, and shift it all to where we are now. So today is a filming day. Today I am filming during the day while the boys are at school, and I will photograph this evening because I can do that. I don't need a silent house. Tomorrow, while Chris is at work, I can sit in a lovely quiet house and I can blog. And that's actually just the rest of July's projects. Thursday I will spend the day designing. What bliss for me. A whole day, not a single person in the house. Yay me. I will sit and design lots of my August projects. And Friday, we're actually taking the day off. Chris and I are going to go out on Friday because we can. I'll have designed all my projects then, and I will actually write up the blog posts. Obviously, I won't have the photos or the videos, but I will write up the blog posts. Sunday, by pure fluke, Chris is taking the children out for 3 of the children out for the day, and Jack's going out for the day. So I will film all day on that day. So as I said, these are the core elements of my business: designing, filming, blogging. Monday he will be around, and I believe we have the day off because it's our last opportunity before the boys finish school for the summer. But he will be in bed on Tuesday. The house will be empty, but he'll be sleeping. So I will do the blogging. And I call it blog drop-in because I've designed here. I've written up the blog posts here, but not got the photos or the videos or anything. I'll film them, and I'll have to photo that evening. Photograph everything, and then I will drop in all of the projects here. So I'm literally just dropping in the videos, just dropping in the photos and what have you, and marrying everything up. And I'm out for lunch this day with a lovely demo friend of mine. Lunch with Alison. And then this is Oliver. Oliver is the only one who's off this day on the 21st. So out with Oliver. We're going to take him out for the day. Just me, Chris and Oliver. And then the others are finished. But I do have other things that I can still do in this time. So very likely, Oliver and I will do our customer thank you packs this weekend at the start of his summer holidays. We'll start making everything. We've got everything ready to make it. That has arrived. And we'll push that across the whole weekend, making everything. Very exciting. I've got a birthday at the end of it. Luke's birthday. Down there. This is the first week of the holidays. Like I say, Chris is doing a big job at work. I can't remember exactly what it is. But also in here, I can start looking at other things that I want to do. So I tend not to do live broadcasts with my team when my children are around. So I actually have one this evening. So I've got a team PM. So it will be a team AM there. So I do I do it at 1 o'clock one week and I do it at 6 o'clock the following week. But I call it AM and PM. But I can start fitting in other stuff. So obviously I have done things already. It might be that I don't get a chance to fully film everything on that day, but I've got room to move stuff. I've got room as a buffer for things like the whole family. Well, 5 out of 6 of us getting wiped out with coronavirus. So what I do then... So I just scooch that over here. And this is a blank diary. So the week of, what was Monday? Monday was the 11th. So you date it, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. And so what I do now is I actually start putting in times for them. So today, film, photo, team. So film till 3, till 5. I'll have dinner at 5, and then 6 till 7 is my team. Tomorrow is just going to simply be blog all day. That's what I'll be doing all day long. And then Thursday will be design all day. How lovely for me. Design all day. Friday, big thing, off. Saturday, blog write-up. And I will decide as we get closer to Saturday whether that's just a morning or an afternoon. I'm not sure yet. And then Sunday, film all day. Oh, and Shouty Cat. And then photograph in the evening. And then just continue doing that. So then the following week would be 18th, 19th, 20th, 21. I don't know who she's shouting at. What did I say? I'm off on the 18th. 19th, blog drop-in. 20th. Now, I've got 3 different things written down here. So the first thing that comes is the physio. And then the nails. And then my lunch. And so I won't carry on. But these things are... This is flexible. It's flexible in the fact that by July, like I say, got wiped out here. This whole week went, so I've got to move the customer cards, which is why I've moved. Oh, hello, Sorrel, you're here now. Did you find me? You did. You're going to stand on my diary. Remove the cat. But by having it mapped on a monthly basis, I can just at a glance say, this is what I need to do. And obviously I will go, oof, I can't get that open. There we go. August is a bit of a fluid month because it's full summer holidays, but September, so if we look at September, for example, I know that my children are back to school then. And I know that Jacob has his birthday. He's 14. I've got other stuff going on, so I can start adding it in. So this is how my diary would be. Now, there are all sorts of other things in here, so it's more than just... Let me just scooch those out. We've got blank sheets for sketching, which I do a lot of. Those of sketching, those could be... budget, financial ones, something like that, more sketch availability. I do tend to, with my diary, literally this is just my diary. There is nothing else in here. It's just my diary. I've got a handful of things at the back, one of which is my master list of my core elements, and another is the recognition that I do for my team. But generally, there's nothing else in there. Oh, I think that was mystery box winners back there. So I don't personally carry anything else in my diary, but I do tend to work with about 15 notebooks around. For example, I've got one here that has all the instructions for a project I'm about to do. I have an office where I work from home, so I can afford to have scattered notebooks, but it might be that that's not good for somebody. You see, I've got 2. I've got 2 on the go. But it could be that you want to put your sketch ideas into your diary, so you would go... grab some of these and put them in. These are actually sort of journal-y size. That looks like it's a good space for photos, so perhaps you journal along with it. But I thought that might help a little bit, and for those who are mildly curious as to how I work my business and how I get a lot done in not a lot of time, because I do have 4 children. Yes, Jack works full-time, and actually he works at the same company as his father. Doesn't work at the same place. He works in a completely different location. But by pure fluke, they happen to work exactly the same shifts. So at least I don't have to coordinate around him anymore. But he works full time. But I do still have 3 other boys that I need to get to school, take to school. They bring themselves home. but I need to work around when the house is going to be quiet. So, yeah, I get a lot done in not a lot of time. And one of the important things, and actually I didn't say it when I did my monthly spread, is that I make sure to take a day off with Chris every single week. By the fact that he works shifts, we get that as a luxury. Obviously, we didn't this past week because, COVID. But we are off on Friday. That's our day off together. And then we are again on Monday, albeit he's going on nights. But we've got the day together. And then other months it would be the same. I don't know if I've got a month here where I haven't been on holiday. Yes, I have. So June, I was away for a chunk of it. That's when he and I went to Venice. But we put in days off. Very important, a day off each week. We had our days off in those ones. May, I was out of action the whole chunk of it with Jack and I going to America. But a day off there, a day off there. One of these would have been, that probably was a day off. So yeah, that's kind of how I work. But I thought I would show you, this is the basics of the diary. You really don't need to put any more than 3 months at a time. And obviously it's fluid. So when July is done, you've finished off July, you take that out and you slot in maybe October's, and you just keep working on a 3-monthly basis. So not just for demonstrators, good for anybody who likes to plan their life. My office is on our middle floor. We've got 3 floors in our house. We've got our 2 oldest sons live on the top floor. Here on this 3rd floor is my office, my bedroom, and then our 2 younger sons. And my office is possibly the furthest part away from the house, to the kitchen, which is the other place I spend a lot of time. Actually, Jack and Luke on the 3rd floor are closer to it than I do. But I do have a diary down there, or I have one of those this week notebooks where you just tear off the top sheet and then you just rewrite the dates. But that's just because my office is a long way away from the kitchen. I don't do the 2, but it could be that you're a mum who's like me and you're juggling children doing all sorts of different activities and things like that around your job. My boys tend to take themselves out and bring themselves home because our little sleepy market town is polar opposite to where we lived in rural North Wales, where I had to drive them everywhere. If they want to go out to the skate park or something like that, they take themselves. Or they catch a bus themselves, because we've got all of that here. But yeah, so if you're a mum who's maybe taking children to sports clubs or dance clubs or just general activities, you might need to be coordinating a diary around them and your work. And perhaps if you work full time and you do crafting as a hobby, you're coordinating everything. So this kind of diary where you can at a glance look at your month ahead and go, this is what I'm doing. So this is my business bit. But obviously you can see I did add in that the boys are on school holidays. You can do that. But anyway, I thought it would help. It's helped my brain, although I've chatted on for over 20 minutes. How I haven't started coughing, I have no idea. Maybe I should just keep on filming and then my COVID will go away then. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Like I said, we've had, a good dozen people join my team already. We're only on day 12 of July. But this comes free with all starter kits. This is only until the end of August. And I've got my team event coming up at the beginning of October. So if you want to come to my big team event, you need to be in my teams, and now is the time to do it. Anyway, right, I need to clear out my desk now. That's the big blessing about coronavirus, because I'm not going to go into detail. I'm going to put that into a blog post this weekend. But my office has been very tidy for the full week. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.